Kansas, for people who are not aware, just won the national championship in basketball, beat North Carolina in the final. And you said you worked with the Kansas basketball team for a 6-month stretch. You named the strength and conditioning coach you worked under, but getting a chance to be around Bill Self, the head coach who's been there for, I don't know, 20 or so years and has now won 2 national championships. So he's got a Hall of Fame resume. He's created this incredible legacy at a school which itself has this long lasting legacy of college basketball tradition. What are the things that you observed from Bill Self or soaked up from Bill Self that you applied to your own methods, if any, that you saw as part of the reason why he has been such a successful coach, whether that's basketball or any other sport?
Well, I think it's the support stuff they have in place. So Andrew Hoody's been there for about 15 years. So they worked together for 15 seasons. So she was a big cog in his overarching, what he was trying to establish within the team. And then she was like an extension of that. So in the gym, there were certain things, like they were very respectful. They'd always be like, I never got said coach in Australia. Like they'd be like, thanks coach. I'm like, you can call me Burt. Like that terminology to me was really strange. So they were very respectable.
They called you coach. The players always called you coach at Kansas, and you weren't used to that in Australia.
Yeah, it was never a term I'd heard. I'd never even called my own coaches in professional cricket for 8 years, said coach. Like Justin Langer was my coach, and I'd say, g'day, mate, every day. Hey, mate. I'd never be like, hey, coach. And it was that separation. It was we're a bit more relaxed as a culture, but he was in charge, and we knew that. Where I think the system here is very much, there's this separation and the terms are used. So coach, they're all good humans. They're good people. When they were in to work out, they worked out, they got it done. I didn't have too much to do with like the in dressing room stuff when he was having in-person meetings, but how the program was, there wasn't like many faults. There wasn't any issues when you went into the gym with the players. You wouldn't, outside looking in, you wouldn't think there was any issues with the team. There's no infighting. There's no one disgruntled. They'd get in the gym, they'd work out. They were all teammates. They would pat each other on the back and they would support each other, and then boom, they go to the next thing. So it was really cool. Where cricket's a very different sport, like in S&C. So guys can come and go, different personalities, very unique. But I didn't get to see a whole lot in his, like how he set things up with meetings. And I was more around Andrea, who was in the gym. There was no complaining, no swearing. Like the tone was, when you get in there, you train, you got to say coach to any of us. Everyone put their weights away. The gym was left immaculate once they left, and they had to clean it up. So just those little things that you're building up a culture then transfers into whatever they do on the court. But he's still amazing. Like what he's been able to do at KU. And it's funny because I hated Lawrence, Kansas. It was boring, right? So why is it that Lawrence, Kansas has this amazing basketball program? People aren't going there to live in Kansas, Lawrence, Kansas, are they? They're not going there to hang out on Mass Street. The basketball program itself is amazing at developing talent. So if you want to make the NBA, there's a couple of schools you're going to go to, and like KU is pretty high up on that list, right? So yeah, what they've got going there and in developing players and for the NBA is top shelf.